Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
Welcome to Africa Diaspora News Channel. My name is Lynient Akotonou making this report. A video recently emerged online showing a group of people demanding that Shell take full responsibility for the environmental damages they've caused in Niger Delta state in Nigeria. And why is this? Let's watch this video and come back to discuss.
Tap water looks like this in some parts of Nigeria. The Niger Delta in Nigeria is one of the world's richest areas for resources. Known as black gold, oil extraction has decimated the environment around the Niger Delta. There's no available drinking water, the mangroves have been destroyed, and many farmers have lost their livelihoods. Locals claim that the extraction of oil has ruined their home. This story is familiar to many in the Delta. The communities have been battling with polluted water for many decades, and now they are standing up to who they claim is responsible: Shell. Shell has been extracting oil from Nigeria for more than 70 years. The Ogali and Bile communities blame the fossil fuel giant for the chronic pollution. They argue that Shell and its subsidiary chose to extract the oil, so they're responsible for the consequences. And now, these communities are finally having their day in court. Shell rejects this claim. They argue that the spills have been caused by theft and illegal refining, for which the company argues it is not liable. Locals say otherwise. This case has been considered a watershed moment in the fight to hold global corporations to accountability. It'll all play out in court, but who do you think's right?
Shell started business in Nigeria in 1938 when they were granted exploration license. And in 1956, they discovered the first commercial oil field in Olobiri, Niger Delta State in Nigeria. And in 1958, they started exporting oil. However, in 1990s, tension rose between the people of Ogoni and Shell, saying little or no money was given to them, the owners of the land where oil was gotten from. Yet, they had to deal with the environmental pollution and all the damages that came with them exploring their land. Hence, in 1993, there was a peaceful protest staged, tagged the movement for the survival of the Ogoni people, where these people demanded that they be compensated for the damages that have been done in their society. They had Ken Saro-Wiwa as the leader of the protesters and other lead protesters, but the houses of these guys were invaded, they were arrested, and along the line, they were killed, they were executed. This led to unrest in the society since 1990s. I mean, these guys have been fighting to protect their land. Well, in 2009, Shell offered $15.5 billion as compensation. They called it humanitarian gesture, not acknowledging the wrongs they've done to the people of Ogoni. Yes, they did not acknowledge their faults. They did not acknowledge the wrong they did. Instead, they called it humanitarian aid. And now, following a decade-long battle for justice, the trial is still on. The Ogoni people took Shell to court in 1993, 2009, 2008, 2021, and now 2025. They were taken to the UK High Court. We hope they get the justice they deserve, because Shell cannot do this in any European country. Yes, they cannot just do that and go scot-free.
In court here in London for 10 years now. Yet, Shell is still pushing. The people of Bile and the rest of the Ogoni communities are suffering. And Shell, Royal Dutch Shell, have polluted our land, destroyed our way of life, and the two basic rights that we are supposed to have, rights to live, to life, and then right to a clean environment, they are saying we don't have it. And that's why we're here in the courts. Yes, madam, just look in this way. Yeah? Thank you. Right now, they are taking us from court houses to court houses, spending billions of pounds just to stay away from being responsible for the atrocities that they have cost us. That's sad. So I'm appealing to the conscience of the owners of Royal Dutch Shell. That money is blood money.
So they need to take responsibility, and we are rooting for the Ogoni people. What do you think about this story? Comment below and do not forget to share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications.